to GRT Esports. Today we are at Brands Hatch, and it's the Cliche Cup. It's the Cliche Cup number 6. So then, stream is just starting. The qualifying will start in probably about 5 or 10 minutes, just as I get everything set up here in the background. Today you can't see my beautiful face because it's going to be very, very different to what I normally do. This is going to be the first Cliche Cup which I am not going to be in. So I'm going to be commentating, and we'll be watching the race like you do with all those proper races that you see on TV. I'll be doing my best. My partner in crime, Gemini, is caught up with his car in real life. So unfortunately, I'm going to do this solo. But I'm sure I'll be fine. Got a few little things to test out today as well. Hopefully I can get the replayer function working. That would be cool. I've not had a chance to test that yet, but I do know the buttons and the shortcuts, so that's pretty sweet. And yes, something very, very different. Today we hopefully will see our current Cliche Cup champion, Mr. Heppo, return to defend his title. That would be pretty cool. I'm also hoping that Rob of Team Jev, who is the current Hooligans champion, may have a crack at holding both belts at the same time, because that would also be pretty sweet. Guard Gaming is in the chat. It's time, he says. It's time. It is time indeed, my friend. It's time indeed. So then, what we will do is we will play the anthem. I hope this is the anthem. Yes, it's Cliche Cup time, and we're going to be at Brands Hatch. There we go, the official theme tune for the Cliche Cup. Alright then, what we're going to do is we're going to open the lobby in a couple of minutes. This is first come, first served. I'm sure we are all familiar with the rules for the Cliche Cup. So hopefully everybody gets in who wants to be in, and hopefully there isn't anyone who misses out. So, let's get off this picture, which is just in my library. Let's look to open a lobby. And let's get started. So then. Oh, pressed the wrong button. Well, first of all, it isn't public. It's for friends only. It is going to be practice, qualify and race. And this is Cliche Cup 6. Very easy for people to see. I should just double check the stream to make sure that I can be heard. Hey Rob, I was just talking about you, pal. Just talking. One day you'll have the settings saved. One day, mate, one day, but not today, not today. Howdy, Tin Man, how are you? Right then, so this is race for fun, is it? Is it for fun, for real? Makes no difference. I don't think any of that makes any difference at all. So, Brands Hatch. 11. We are doing 25 laps. This is a big one. This is a big one. Here's Hunty. How do you do? It's going great. So 25 laps. What do we normally do? Do we normally do grid start? We do normally do grid start. Grid order will be fastest first. Slipstream will be real. Boost is off. On. Mechanical damage is going to be light. Let's take this seriously, guys. So let's have some just very, very light mechanical damage. 3 tyres. 3 fuel. Real. That's fine. Let's give everybody the chance to get round. Hey, TJ! Right, we're going to have a 10-minute qualifier. Qualifier continuation time 30 seconds. Tyre age, that's right. Fuel consumption, that's all fine. This is Group 3. Bop on. And we have a full set of racing tyres. So racing softs to hards. We like to call this part Cliche push the fucking button. Fucking button. Hey Julian, how you doing? See, you know what, Gad? I'd get there quicker if you weren't interrupting us. I would. I'd get there much quicker. Tuning prohibited. See, the reason why I'm doing this as well, actually, Gad, is so everybody can go through the rules at the same time. Hey, angels. No ghosting. Shortcut penalty at brands. I don't think there's any way you can really. No. We're good. We're good. Hey, Matthew, how you doing? Let's get it on. First come, first served. And what you'll see, Gad, is I promise that these things start at 5 p.m. Now, if we look at our clock and we look at the time, you'll see that this will open at precisely 5 p.m. British summertime. I am a stickler for such things. Right then. Unfortunately, as I said, my partner in crime for commentary is not around today. So I'll be doing the honours by myself. TJ's in, Hunty's in, Gad's in, Rob's in. So I'm going to give everybody with 5 minutes or so, 10 minutes practice, and then we'll get qualifying underway. We've got Achilles in the room. MJ's in the room. Push the button. Button's pressed. Oh, there's Gemini there. I'm so sad I'm missing this. I know Gemini's Hebo. Come on, work, damn GRT Sport. Says Mr. Hebo. Gemini is an alien amongst us. He had the triple yesterday. The pole, fastest lap, and win in the FIs. Phenomenal. Unfortunately, the Goatman can't be with us either, and I think he done something as impressive. I think he got a win in the fastest lap. Cool, so off to the track. There's TJ Kios rising. Oh, Hippo's in. Sporting a nice GRT Esports livery, like it. Oh, Hippo got a win as well. And Mr. Hippo, since the last time we had a Cliche Cup, because he is the current champion, has joined Team GRT as well, so well done. Well done and welcome, mate. Awesome having you on board. Got Hunty in his usual Porsche. There's Rob. Let's see what Rob's sporting. Is it the King Jev? It is. Oh, it's a new Jev racing livery. That is a new one. What's MG in? Hippie got a P. I saw Hippie's P2. He took 2 spots on the very last corner, thanks to a helping punt that he received. It was good. I liked it. We've got MG as Achilles. God, with the P4. God, Team GRT was just killing it in the FIUs yesterday. So I think we'll give it till about 10 past. So you can all get some practice. Then we'll start qualifying. It gives everybody opportunity to get in the room. God's still sitting there taking his time. Oh, that Mr. Heppo is out there with an GRT/Adidas livery. And Boomer had a win this morning. Phenomenal. It's been a good week for GRT. It has indeed, my friend. It has indeed. Here's Julian making it out. Yes, it would be helpful for everybody to like this video. If you haven't subscribed before now, then please do. So currently it's all the European guys out on track. Let's take a look at this livery. This looks lovely, this one. Check that out. Check that out. Achilles. Hunt is on track as well in his usual Porsche. So yes, today I have the shortcut keys. I should be able to do replays. I'm hoping. You can't really test it. You can only really try it in live racing conditions. But I'm feeling pretty positive about it. Alright, let's see how we're doing. So we'll go 8 in. Yeah, we've got 8 guys so far. We'll give it 5 more minutes, and then we'll be starting. So then, who's setting lap times? Currently MJ with the 124. This is only practice. Everybody is just starting to crank it up. You've got MJ there top of the table with a 124.0, and Rob with a 124.1, and Hebo with a 124.4. Hey Hunty, how come you've changed it to GR3 now? We moved from Group 4 to Group 3 around about, maybe it's Cliche Cup 5, I think it might have been. No, 4. I think we've done a couple now in Group 3. Oh! TJ gets bent out of of alignment there. Gets himself in a bit of trouble. Yeah, the accident at F2 yesterday was absolutely horrendous, wasn't it? What an awful incident. It is super sad. I've not seen any of the F1 today. I'm sure that everybody's kind of paid their respects. Not seen any of that. I've got the highlights set to record, so I will catch up on it all, but what an absolute terrible incident. 22-year-old as well, only a kid. Julian ghosting a bit. Well, this looks like it's going to be a European affair. No Josh, Angels, Tin Man. No Gemini, no Goat. And as I said, with Mr. Hebo holding the Cliche Cup currently, and Rob with the Hooligans, we could see our first ever 2-time Cliche Cup champion as Hunty just bins the Mustang. Or we could see Rob hold both belts. Tin Man's on the road. Yeah, Tin Man's been doing his travels with Tin Man. Alright, we'll give it a couple more minutes. I don't think anybody else is going to come in, so we'll have a grid of 8 today. And Angel's is cooking. He's got a lot of food to cook in a short amount of time. We'll follow Julian around. Yeah, I'll follow this guy around for a little bit. And here's the time, and so in practice, Mr. Hebel with a 23.4, Rob 24.2, MG with a 24.0. Alright, I'll do a last call on Discord. And then I think we'll get going. Yeah, that's right as well. So the winner, Gemini's just reminding me, the winner does get themselves a ticket to the Race of Champions. Hey Adam, how you doing, dude? Long time, man. Long time, dude. Thanks for dropping in. Alright, let's get this added. I'll put Alright, it's the last minute, and then we will get going. We'll get going. I mean, who would you have your money on for this race? Mr. Heppo is the current champion. Bob, the current Hooligans champion. Alright then, let's get started. Qualifying starts now. Here we go, we're quali. Everybody's starting off on softs. Understandable. We have 10 minutes. Oh, check that out. The replay function works as well. The replay function works. Brilliant. So that's a brand new toy for Cliche. Digging it. So here's the train. Well, we've got Rob out first. Coming around his outlap. A bit of space there starting to be created. Rob now starts to run down. Yes, check us out on Discord. And you too could have a crack at winning a Cliche Cup over Hooligans belt. Maybe even join the team. Alright, so here we go. Rob's going to be the first over the line. Variable camera there. Alright then, so let me just practice some of these buttons. Yeah, good, good, good. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Right then. And there we go. That'll be the first lap in. Here's the times coming through. There's Hunty. I am enjoying my new car and GT as well, Adam. Yeah, that's my first car on the game, and it's a belter. So, with one lap down, provisional pole is currently with Robert on 123.5. Heppo super close with 123.6. And Hunty only half a second off that top spot with a 124 dead. Follow Hunty round. And here's Achilles. We'll go on board with Achilles as we see him take the rest of this lap, and then we'll check back in with the timings. Oh, somebody's came off. It's Rob. MG with a 124.3. Let's see what Achilles puts in. And it didn't show you. His guard got across with a 125. I wonder if that was Achilles' outlap. Here's Julian the Ferrari coming in. TJ the 126. So 123.5 is with Rob. He currently holds pole. Heppo is just right behind him with a 23.6, and Hunty's still third with a 24. The Achilles. And we'll follow this round with Gad for a bit. Here's his edge racing. So the Cliche Cubs are all Euro fare. And looks like Gad's coming in for some new boots. Down to 3 minutes left. Derwitt's missed it, unfortunately. No Assetto either. So Assetto was planning on jumping in. So it is a smaller grid than usual. There's just 9 of us here. Obviously I'm taking up one spot for commentary. Achilles, here's Guard, let's follow Guard. Now we will be burning some fuel off. The ×3 fuel consumption is on through qualifying. So we might see some quicker laps coming in over these last few minutes. We'll see Gad over the line. It is hotting up. Heppo with a 1:23.5. Rob, look at that. 600th, I think that is. I saw. Yeah, Adam, you should get yourself back on. We miss you, dude. We miss you. Julian set to 1:25.8. It's okay, do it. Do it is sorry, Cliche again. Do it, it's fine. But we are looking forward to getting you back into the Cliche Cup. Here's MJ. Let's see what MJ can muster. And the Beetle. The Beetle is a super stable Group 3 car. It's one of my favourites, to be fair. So Heppo, yes, 6 100ths behind. You can see where he is on the track. I think it must be TJ coming across the line there. It is. And now it'll be Gad. Gad comes across the line. So close up front. So close. Yeah, Cliche Cup in the rain. Oh, that'll be coming up. Yeah, we'll have to do that. For sure. So, we're starting to run out of time now. It's the final seconds. I think this will be extended by, what, another 30 seconds? See Julian and the Ferrari. And it's finished. It's finished. So if it stays the way it is, I think people are still running. It is Rob. Oh, Rob comes across with a very, very strong 1:23.2. That's 3/10 quicker than his previous fast lap. Heppo is still out there, I believe, with a 1:23.5. Then it would be Hunty, MJ, Gard, Achilles, Julian, and TJ. If there are any incidents, I will be using my new funky, fancy replay buttons. Anybody still rolling? So that's it, the final's going to start now. The final will now start. So Rob is on pole, lines up with Heppo next to him on the front row. Hunty P3 in the Mustang, and we're about to get underway. Here it is. Can't see the lights from here. And away we go. There's some action at the back. Somebody gets a poor start. I think it was Gard. Maybe he's potentially with a bit of a poor start. And that, what's that? MJ and TJ with Achilles come up on the inside. So everybody gets it through very clean. Super impressed, guys. That was brilliant. Really clean, but oh, TJ runs wide. Him and Achilles nearly have a coming together, as Julian has to take that one a little wide as well. But all of that activity has meant that there's a bit of a split in the pack, with the front four and the back four. So let's follow Rob. Rob's got a 0.8 second lead on Heppo, so he will be breaking that toe. Heppo will want to keep with him to hit the stream, to get his slip once he gets onto some decent straights. And then we've got Hunty within the 0.8 to Heppo as well. And Achilles has just lost out a little bit. So, oh, Hunty runs a little wide, gets his tyres onto the grass and loses a lot of time. So Rob, showing why he's an alien, just starting to creep slightly away from Mr. Heppo. But this is definitely going to require fuel. I did some testing, it will need fuel, so there is a pit stop strategy. These tyres will last, I think, 8 or 9 laps on softs. Right then, let's go into the pack, see how everybody's doing. So we have Achilles in 4th, followed by Gad in 5th. TJ in 6th, with Julian right on his tail. And then, as I said, it's Julian. And then, oh! MJ in that stable Beetle runs wide. And everybody's nicely spread out. Mr. Heppo is keeping a 1 second distance between himself and Rob. Alright then. Let's ride on board with TJ. And we can have a little look around. This is all the fancy stuff that we have. Check that out. It goes in a little hard. Gets a decent one out. You can see there. Just behind Gad. Oh! Something happened there. Something happened. He's went wide. He's went very, very wide. Let's see. Oh, he just, for some reason, he just totally missed his turning point. And he's ghosted. He's still there though. He gets back on. We had an incident last week when Mr. Heppo, who was fighting at the front, had lost his connection, and that was all. So it was he was in a great battle at the front with Versatir and Goat. He lost his connection and disappeared. So we have Gad, who is looking down now at Achilles. So let's ride on board with Gad. 0.4 seconds behind. Oh, is he going to make it up the inside? Is he going up the inside? He is. Is he going to make that stick? Is he making that stick? He has. So he's done a very clean pass on Achilles. Achilles giving him room as well. So again, fantastic racing by the two guys. Well done. So Gad makes it through to 4th place with a 3.5 second gap to Hunty. And here is Hunty. Bit of no man's land. He's 5.5 seconds off Mr. Heppo, 4 seconds ahead of Gad. But just in the background, you could see Achilles and Gad potentially getting into some battles. I think Gad's flashing because I'm talking about him. Oh, Achilles runs wide. He's on the grass. And now we've got Julian. Julian is now less than a second behind. But here's MJ. Julian and MJ are having a scrap here. Oh, and then MJ runs wide. And Achilles runs wide. And Julian goes through. Julian making up some spots there. 5th place. Well done, Julian. That was a good drive. Very good drive. Well done, pal. Brands is a difficult track. All of those fast corners mean that if you're on the limit, you're going to put yourself on the grass, as Julian does, as I mentioned it. Gard can now breathe a little easy. He's got a 2.5 second lead ahead of Julian, and he can just focus on getting his head down and seeing what he can do by catching Hunty. Let's ride on board with Hunty. Make sure Hunty gets some love. And here we are. Let's have a little look around. That's what it looks like at the back. You can see Rob and Heppo are out in the lead. Rob's getting a decent lead now. And I think Julian and Achilles may be starting to get back into a battle. And here we are. This is where the action's happening. We've got Julian, Achilles and MJ. So it looks like MJ starting to line Achilles up. Can MJ get past? Can MJ get past Achilles? Oh, on the inside. And again, both guys really clean. This has got to be some of the cleanest racing that you will see on GT Sport. There are not many great places to overtake at Brands. There really aren't. Every corner is really fast. Your best bet is if people make a mistake, you can then get through, or there's the obvious hairpin. Let's ride on board with MJ. I've got to say, I hate the interior for the Beetle. I absolutely hate it. I'll just call that out now. Don't like it. It's got 7 gears as well, which means your gear strategy for cornering is always a little different. Yeah, Adam's saying the main reason it's clean is we don't have any Spanish drivers in GRT Esports. Oh, Achilles has got the Hooligans badge on the back of his car. I like that. I like that. Keeping the brand alive. So, people, cheer for the fastest lap of 1:23. Tyre wear on those softs, my god. Hardly any tyre wear. Hardly any tyre wear on any car. I thought these would drop off by about 8 laps. Mr. Hebo is 3.8 seconds down from Rob. Fuel not really playing a factor at the moment. Everybody similar fuel. MG with a bit more. Julian. And TJ. Everybody doing well. Everybody doing well. So the main action is here with Achilles defending from MJ. I must have missed some activity and it's too late to go back now on the replay. Because I think Julian was in 5th spot, wasn't he? MJ's lining up Achilles now. Looking for that spot. Julian's hanging with them. And we're going to follow this action. So this is where the racing is at. Let's go on board. MJ on the inside, giving each other space. Let's just flip outside just so we can see. Yeah, he makes the pass, makes it stick. Achilles, MJ and Julian look to be having they'll probably have a battle all afternoon by the looks of it. So we'll go back to the front. Here's Rob with a 5-second lead. Let's follow Rob. Let's see how an alien tackles this track. We'll go on board with Rob for a lap. He's got the current fastest lap of 1:23.4. So let's follow Rob round lap 10. And Durrett says it's good, why not? That will be in reference to something I've said which I've forgotten. So I'm not sure what it is. Very smooth. That's 2/10 down on his fastest lap. Bang on the middle of his fuel now. Half a tank left on lap 10. So clearly there will be a need for a bit of splash and dash as Julian comes in. Is that Julian in the pits? No, it's not. I don't know what happened there. So here's Rob. Ah, and I've lost the capability to go. Oh, I wonder why that is. It's now doing that. That's very strange. I like that cockpit view. For some reason, pressing the same button is not doing it again. So J gives us that. K does the same. And that's now chase cam. Oh, it's a damn shame. Bumper. Well, something's happened there, and for some reason the buttons have all changed. Oh, what's happened there? Was it Mr. Heppo or was it Hunty? Oh no, it wasn't. It was TJ. It was TJ. Gemini said he had the same glitch yesterday. Is that the glitch with the keyboard? Because I was loving the fact that I could do a cockpit view, but it's no longer doing it, which is that's a real shame. Damn Evans, says Josh in chat. And Rob comes across with a 1:24.5. It's a second slower than his fastest lap. Yeah, I think the tyre wear will now be playing a part. And it definitely will be with Mr. Heppo. That front left is looking a little shot. Guard in third place. We've got Hunty in the pits. Coming back out on a set of softs, I believe. Here's MJ now in fourth spot. Hunty with fresh boots and some more fuel. Looking to take this through to the end now for Hunty. So MJ and Guard then. Who's going to blink first and jump in the pits? Oh, Josh is saying that his Evans made a missed a start, and YouTube not pinging notifications. So this race has been so clean, nobody has fell foul. Oh, Rob's in the pits, which puts Mr. Heppo into the lead. There's Rob, and Rob comes out. Does he come out ahead of Guard? Yeah. Guard goes in the pits as MJ comes past. So we've got Guard in the pits. New set of softs coming on. And he's fueling up. Shame you can't see the fuel going in. And out he goes. So one stopper. So everybody now, apart from Mr. Heppo, has pitted. Adam's saying, is the red chair still a thing? It is! The red chair is still a thing. You never know, one day the red chair may even be a t-shirt, mate. But the racing is so clean that it can no longer live really in the Cliche Cup, because we never really have any incidents. So yes, let's move to the hooligans, because the hooligans is, as always, carnage. Bumper, bonnet, chase cam. What I'll do, I will see if there's any other buttons that offer this. So let's have a look, see, what did this say? Chase hood, bumper. And G is variable. No, I think that must have been some kind of glitch. It was a cool glitch. It was a cool glitch. So Heppo has had his fuel and tyres and is now 7 seconds behind. We've got Hunty just running wide. Who's in third place, 8 seconds behind. Achilles in fourth. MJ in fifth. Guard in sixth. Julian in seventh. And TJ in 8th spot, allowing Julian to get past clean. So now the grid is very, very spread out. You can see there. That's right, Josh, yeah. So the buttons are 1 through 0, aren't they? And then the top row. And there are a handful of different views you can have. And I think I just looked out there by getting a cockpit view. So let's go with Heppo. And Let's ride on the roof. As Heppo is putting in his best lap. Rob still with the fastest lap on 1:23.4. And as it stands with 10 laps to go, Rob is going to hold both the Hooligans belt and the Cliche Cup belt. Now, I only have one gold Rob plate, which means I'll have to do another one, so there's 2 Robs behind me on my streams. But there is still a lot of racing to go. A lot of racing to go. So let's ride on board with Hunty, who's got a 5-second gap to Achilles. With the grid so spread out, it's starting to become more of a time attack. Which is a shame. If we'd had a full lobby, you can imagine there would have been racing all over the pack. And there's Hunty's on side to side. Don't know whether he's trying to get his tyres a little bit warmer. Now we've got Achilles in 4th spot and we've got MJ now. Looks like MJ's closing Achilles down a little bit. 3.5 seconds is the gap. And you could just hear guard coming across there now. 3.4 seconds. Now into 3. Now into 3 seconds. 2 seconds. There must have been an incident. Where are we? Oh, what I've done, I've not set the proper spot, and by pressing the replay button, now we're back to lap 11. Oh, I thought I pressed the right button. It's Z marks the spot, and X goes back. So we're watching some highlights from lap 11 here with MJ. And that's been a lot longer than it's setting, to tell you that. And for some reason it's not going back out of the replay. What on earth's that? So here we are then. There was an incident, and I'm not sure who it was with, but we have MJ was chasing down Achilles. And Achilles obviously had an incident, and that's left MJ and Gad through. Now Julian is now 1.7 seconds behind Achilles. So this is where the battle's going to be. Rob is still out there with the fastest lap, and a 1:23.2. Achilles looks like he's opening that gap up a little bit. Achilles pitted. Achilles pitted then. Guard in 5th. MJ 4th. Hunty, you can see there's a big gaps between everybody. The grid is really spread out, and the closest battle is going to be here between Achilles and Julian. Although Achilles is starting to stretch that a little. We'll ride on board. In fact, we'll ride on board Julian, so we can see him charging down. Oh, gets a little wide. Oh, and Achilles widens that gap now to 3.1 seconds. How's TJ doing? So TJ's rolling here. And that crazy ass Citroen. And I am gutted we do not have the cockpit view. That was the perfect glitch. Oh, GTSV, it couldn't make it. That's no problem at all, pal. No problem. You're working on a new series of highlights. Well, I'll be watching that, mate. I will be watching that. Rob with a 15-second lead on a 1:23.2. Still the fastest lap. His last lap, 1:23.281. Super close. And this is turning into a time attack with 5 laps to go. Very spread out. But Rob's done nothing wrong at all. From start to now. Don't want to speak too early, there's 5 laps to go. He hasn't put a foot wrong. And neither is Mr. Hepworth. So Mr. Hepworth is the lead GRT guy. He is representing Team GRT and GRT Esports. So we're very proud of Mr. Hepworth. And there's TJ. I think TJ's just getting to one side, saw the blue flag and very respectfully moved out the way for Mr. Hepworth. And you can see there, GRT Hepworth with a 1:23.276 is his fastest lap. So 0.02 of a second behind Rob. Super close, super close. Everybody's got enough fuel to last them. Nobody's got really any concerns with tyre wear. This will see everybody through. Please remember to like the video and subscribe. Press the bell icon. The lobbies will be filling up. We've got many events, whether it be the Super Formula Cup. We do weekly races on a Thursday. We have relay races that's happening next Saturday. The Chaos Rising relay race. We have the Hooligans. We have a tuners race. We have a ton of events. And if you want to watch them, or if you want to be a part of them, then join our Discord, join the channel, and get involved in the community. It'd be cool to see the Cliche Cup being great again with full lobbies. Oh, as we see, Achilles running a little wide there. Everybody nicely spread out. Honey's done a great job in third. Really good job. so right on board with guard. Just 3 laps now to go. Puts in his fastest sector. I'm right on board with MJ. This does become quite the endurance race. So these guys started at 5 o'clock, so they've been running now through practice quali and for the race for almost an hour, which is pretty impressive. Hunty currently looking to take a podium. GRT Esports second, and Rob continues to stretch that Mercedes. 17 seconds ahead of GRT Esports now. I've got to say, lads, I really do, I am super impressed with the quality of driving today. It's been incredibly clean. It's been treated as if it was real. I mean, I genuinely... That's the beauty of GRT Esports, to be fair. That's the beauty of our community. Everybody respects each other. You had no dive bombing, you've had no doors bashing. Rubbing is racing and all that, but this has been... It's been phenomenal. Yes, there's been a lot of gaps out the grid. The racing kind of stopped at the first pit stop, but still, from a grid start with Group 3s going into T1 and then the airpin at Brands Hatch and not having any incidents is really, really phenomenal. Phenomenal. Got 2 laps to go. Oh, there's been an incident somewhere. TJ. Now, here we go. Hopefully. Oh, just at the end. I just caught the end of it. So, we're coming round on the last lap. We'll ride on board with Rob as he comes round on the very last lap, looking to take a win and hold both of the belts, the Hooligans and the Cliche Cup. Now, Rob is a great guy. He really is a great guy. He's a key part of our community. He races in absolutely everything that we do. But it does pain me a little that Team Jev hold both of my belts. But he's done a fantastic drive. You can't take that away from him. Coming round in the last couple of corners. Jev equals OP, you're right, mate. That's Derwit saying that. Well done to Rob, who comes across and wins the Cliche Cup number 6. Well done, Rob, well done. That was phenomenal. Phenomenal. And here's GRT Esports Coming around with a great drive, mate. Brilliant drive for second place. That was brilliant. Well done, dude. Well done. Hunty. If it doesn't put a foot wrong, and it doesn't, he comes around to take the last podium spot. Well done, Hunty, lad. Well done. Hunty has not been in a Cliche Cup for some while, but yeah, podium on his return. MJ, I think this is MJ's first Cliche Cup. Fourth impressive drive. We have Guard, the next GRT guy. Driving on the grass a bit. Comes through in fifth. And Achilles rolls around as well in sixth place. Julian seventh. And TJ in eighth spot. Well done. That was phenomenal. Well done, Rob. So, go to chat. We have Noob Dad. Well done, Rob. Great racing from all though. Whoop whoop. Says Rob. I didn't want to do another lap, says TJ. Well done for sticking with it, pal. That is good, man. It is good to stick with it. Good job, Rob, Heppo, and Huntley, says Derwit. Great job, guys, says Josh. GRT Heppo, that was a disappointing driving by myself. Too many mistakes, too little pace. Well done, Rob. Textbook drive. Well, I won't be so hard on yourself, GRT Heppo, because after 25 laps, you were only, 16 seconds behind. Your fastest lap was, 2 tenths, or might have been 200ths of a second behind Rob, so super close, really. Julian, well done, all. Great race, says Julian. Rob, literally the most consistent race I've ever driven there. Rob, that was phenomenal. And Rob now holds both belts. Well done to Rob and to Team Jev. Mr. Heppo, kudos for clean start, guys. Josh, I need to break down some of my driving style. Good race, Rob, says Gemini. P3, nice, Hunty. Kudos points for TJ. 100%. That is tough. That is tough to do. But he got round, so well done. Well done to TJ. Tin Man says, great job, guys. Gemini, extreme kudos. And so on, and so on, and so on. MJ with shush. MJ under his long boy lover on the YouTube. So well done, everybody. That was phenomenal racing. Well done, well done. So again, well done, Rob. You now hold both of the belts. The Hooligans event is in 2 weeks' time. So, can somebody wrestle a belt off of Rob? Eh? Can somebody take it away from Team Jev? And can it be one of the GRT guys? So then, that was brilliant, lads. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope I did a decent job with the commentary. I had a little accident with the replay. Just trying to learn it. Give me feedback. I'll take it on board. I'll do what I can. Normally, I think we would have myself and Gemini would be doing this. It'd be a little easier. You don't have to listen to me trying to fill an hour and just talking and not racing. And I think next time, hopefully, we will have our US crew. So there's a good 6 US drivers who haven't been able to make it today. That would have been a full grid. So that would have been super, super fun. And yeah, cool. So before I drop out, please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. That would be phenomenal. So if you could do that now, that would be superb. Superb. Thank you, Hundy. Appreciate that, dude. Thank you, Gad, as well. Thank you. I'm trying my best. I am trying my best. Cool. Okay then, guys. Thanks so much. I shall see you next time.